Associate needed in Arizona because an amazing dentist is ready to ride or Uber off into the sunset. I'm here with Dr. Jan. She's at an event. Dr. Jan, before we get into it, what event are you at? Because it sounds so cool.
Yeah, today we're at the Gift of Adoption event. I grew up and I have four adopted siblings. And
Awesome.
so we, as a company, donated $5,000 to be at this event and help fund adoptions in the state of Arizona. So people who are wanting to adopt will apply to the Gift of Adoption program, and they help worthy families get kids adopted.
I think that's awesome. True JBN motto of Dental Nachos, just be nice, be kind. I love that. I want to tell
Absolutely.
people they can text AZ to 215-543-6454 to apply to Dr. Jan's full-time position in Arizona. We're going to dig into where this position is, what procedures do the associates do. But I also want to ask you, you've been a really big fan of Dental Nachos and you've DM'd me some really nice things. When did you graduate from dental school?
I graduated from dental school in 2005.
And I'm 2002. We didn't have any of this, right? We didn't have,
None of this.
if our four
No.
friends with Hotmail accounts did not know the answer, we were out of luck. So just in terms of to inspire dentists to pay attention to social media, not necessarily too much, but all the learning and collaborating, how has Dental Nachos kind of helped you as either a dentist or seeing how it's helped the community?
Oh man, I think Dental Nachos is like such a nice resource because everyone on there is positive and no one has to feel silly or dumb for
Yeah.
asking a question to their colleagues. And you've got a lot of people on there who have a lot of experience. And you have that at your fingertips, that resource at your fingertips, and it's free. It's a no-brainer to try to participate and just kind of glance at the Dental Nachos group when you're on Facebook scrolling. You never know what you're going to learn, what
I,
great tips other people have.
I absolutely love that's why I do it. I always say ABC, always be connecting to feel less alone. I did
Yeah,
do a lot of videos, and one end line in one of my videos was about nobody likes the dentist, so we may as well like each other. And that's what I believe, right? Because,
that's
you
so
know,
true.
patients give us tough times, even though they might like us deep down, they don't always show it that way. So, it's not easy to be a dentist. And that's now as a multi-practice owner, you have an associate leaving for a good reason. Let's talk about where this job is and why you need an associate to take over. Where is this job?
So this job is in Sun City. That's in the Phoenix metro area. We have, the Diamondbacks. We've got the Cardinals. This job is actually about 20 minutes from the Cardinals Stadium.
Cool.
So, the community that you'll serve, it's a very it's suburban, so it's not like super urban, like you're not like downtown, but there's nice houses and there's lots of things to do. You're in the city, as far as like, it's not rural.
Awesome. So we're at Sun City, Arizona. I go out there for a lot of C courses, no Arizona. Now, I talk about the why. So is your associate position a car or a boat? A car is a need, a boat is a want. I inspired a dentist to become a periodontist, Dr. Jan, and she left my office and she went to perio school. But then I had a need for a new associate. And then there's other associate positions that are boats. A dentist wants more time off. A dentist wants more time with their family, but sometimes those positions do not have the patient volume for an associate to be there full time. So tell us about the why behind your hiring this associate.
Okay, so this is definitely a need position. So I have the four dental practices. I've been working at this one since June. I bought it last year from a retiring dentist, and we knew that I was going to put an associate here, but I wanted to work there and just get the team perfect, really
Yeah.
curated, everybody banging on all four cylinders. I got at my third practice an associate leaving to go on maternity leave, and she'll leave in March and for a 2-month maternity leave. But so what I'm really wanting at this, and so I'm going to cover that maternity leave. What I really want is for this Sun City location to have an associate in place by February.
Which I like. I appreciate what you're doing, okay? Because I'm a parent. I know you're a parent. And
Yeah.
I describe associates as babysitters in the best way because babysitters take care of the most important things in our life, our children, right? And
That's right.
associates take care of the most important thing, our practice. But some of these crazy dentist doctors, they go, hey, Paul, I need an associate in my practice. I go, okay, when? They go, next week. I go, you should have come to me earlier. So I like that you are being proactive. So somebody who might be moving across the country for your job,
Right.
you give appropriate notice. So now let's go into the what. What procedures will this associate be doing most of the time? You can go with fundamental chips, I say, and specialty toppings. So are they doing crowns? Are they doing fillings? Do they need to place implants? Talk about the what procedures.
So many crowns. These patients in Sun City, this is a retirement community, and we're on the border of Sun City and Glendale. The stadium is in Glendale, so we're about 2 or 3 minutes inside the border of Sun City, where all the patients are 55 plus. So you being like living near the office, you would get kind of the best of both worlds with those older patients that have cracked teeth and need a lot of expensive work, but also you would have, if you're living in Glendale or Peoria, which are just like really kind of nicer areas to live with. If you have small kids, you'd be in a neighborhood that has small kids. So
I like this. So
yeah,
there's a lot of crowns. You were mentioning implants
oh
that
yes.
need to be
So
placed.
so I'm sorry. Yes, there's
That's
a
okay.
lot of crowns to place. I would say on average, I'm doing anywhere from 4 to 6 crowns a day.
Wow.
And then implants. We're doing a lot of implants. There is I've got a lab tech on staff to make our dentures and overdentures. And so a lot of times people will come in, that already have dentures that want us to place implants for overdentures. And that's fantastic, easy for us to do. We have a CBCT, and we've got that lab tech that helps a tremendous amount.
That's awesome. I mean, I think it's a really amazing opportunity for people to step right into a full schedule and then have really context for its clinical procedures. Now, dental school prices have gone up since we've graduated, 20-ish years ago. If someone's saying, hey, I'm going to move across the country with my spouse, I'm going to work with Dr. Jan, but I just need to tell my spouse that we're going to be able to afford to live, afford to eat. Tell us how you're going to compensate this associate. Is there a base salary plus a percentage? Plus inspire people as to what's possible. So just tell me about the compensation.
So I do have 4 practices. All of my associates, I would say the one that's making the least is about 170, but he's not placing any implants. And the one that's making the most is around 370, and she's in a fee-for-service practice. This practice is a PPO practice. And there are some HMOs that we take, but a lot of times what we're ending up doing with those HMO patients, because they're older, is we'll end up, they'll end up needing a lot of work. And so then they have to pay cash. So I would say I'm expecting this position would be 300 take home on the low end, which the last couple months I had our manager pull numbers. If I was paying myself, I would have paid myself $1,558 a day.
Awesome.
And so I think what I'm going to offer somebody to take this job is $1,000 a day guarantee for the first 3 months. But I need somebody that can step into the role and quickly,
I mean,
quickly be the dentist there.
As us medium age dentists, Dan, somebody works 200 days a year, collects $5,000 a day. It's $1 million. It's reasonable to make $300,000 a year.
Absolutely.
It's not as hard as many dentists think, provided the patients need the care, and your patients do. So
my patients do, and the office is set up to provide that level of care. We have 2 assistants for the doctor, and I have the assistants making temps, writing my notes, taking crowns, temps off, and fitting the crowns on. I come in and everything's x-rayed and ready to cement. So it's ideal for the dentist.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. So I want to share as we wrap up. People can go to dentistjobconnect.com and apply for this amazing position. But I want to say 2 things at the end. One, you didn't know about my car and boat thing, but before we started, this is like a car that needs a driver. So basically, someone can step right into your shoes and start taking over. Is that accurate?
Absolutely. That's exactly what I want. I need somebody to come in and drive this Ferrari for me.
Yeah, I love that. And morale and mentorship. You're a medium age practice owner like me. You're talking about your associates. Can the new associate you hire, can they connect with you via FaceTime, Zoom, talk about cases with you? Are you there for them behind the scenes with mentorship?
Absolutely. Any questions that you have, those patients that you have are also my patients. And I'm very serious about being a member of our communities, a force for good in our communities. Like I'm here at this event. I want to have a reputation for fairness and good work in the communities. And we do have that. So that's very important to me. And I'm there for any of my associates if they have any issues, they need help treatment planning or need help with anything. Absolutely.
Well, I want to let you get back. Stick around for a minute, but Del Nacho's crew, amazing position to apply to. Please reach out to us at dentistjobconnect.com. This is why we do what we do, bonding dentists together to share in the joy of dentisting. Thanks so much, Dr. Jana.
Thank you, Paul.